everybody, this is Tambio and I'm back with another Transformers video review. And this time I have Transformers Collectors Club subscription service figure. And I'm going to look at the sticker. You can see that it's number 4, which is Treadshot. So I'll go ahead and open this up. And once again, they put the foam on top to keep from harming the figure during transit and shipping. So here you can see Treadshot inside the box, along with Catgut and his missile. So pull that out. So as you can see in the box, you get Treadshot, you get Catgut, and you get his missile. I know that on my original Warpath, I ended up cutting off the end of the missile so that it doesn't stick all the way through the back of it. But I understand why they do this. They have to make them a certain length because then they become a choking hazard for kids. So they do that. But inside the box, he also comes with his instructions. And he also comes with his bio card on the other side, so you can see a picture here of Treadshot, and then his technical data. Really high on skill there. And then he comes with his bio right here, which if you want to, you can pause and read that. So Treadshot is an homage to one of the G1 Action Masters. He didn't transform into a tank, but he looked very similar to the way that this character looks when he's transformed in his robot mode. Catgut was a cat like that transformed into a gun for Treadshot. But as you can see, they used one of the arms micron to represent Catgut. So you can take a look at him real quick, and they just used the orange and the black to do that. And then look at Treadshot real quick, and this is using the Warpath mold for this guy. So you can see some of the back of him right here, and the bottom of him. Like I said, the missile does go in here, although I don't want to lose it. But you can push it in there, and then there's his the triggers right here, and you can just you pull it back. It's not a push button; you pull back, and it fires the missile. But if you wanted to, you can come back here and then clip off the excess. Like I said, that's what I did with my original Warpath. So you don't have this big old piece sticking off in the back. It looks really silly, but like I said, they do it for safety measures. So to transform Treadshot into his robot mode, what you want to do is I guess we'll start right here, and you'll detach this portion right here and flip it up like that. And then when you flip that up, you're going to then rotate the hips. So you'll do that, and you can pull apart these, and then if you look right here, there is a tab that tabs that and holds that in. So when you pull that, then you can flip that forward, and then there's the tab which goes into there, and then you take this and pop it onto that, and then rotate the leg. And do that for this side too. So you undo that, and then flip that down, flip that in, and then rotate it forward. And then you have the legs. And then you want to take these portions, flip these up like this, and then you want to take this, flip this down, and then flip it in until it goes kind of like that. And then you're gonna there's a secondary kind of pivot in right here where my thumbnail is, not where my finger is. Right here. This one right here. That's the one that you want to bend it at. You're going to bend it, and then until it it doesn't really click in, but it kind of sits in there. And you'll flip the head, or flip this panel up, and that's where the head is. And you can just kind of push the the gun in, or the cannon in, and it'll pop up the head. And then for to transform the arms, you're going to come back here. There's a panel, this panel right here. You'll flip that open, and then you'll rotate it down, flip out of the hand, and close the panel, and do the same thing for this side. Flip open that panel, flip down the hand, or the arm I guess, flip out the hand, and then close the panel back up. So then you have Treadshot here, and this is what he mainly looks like in his G1 portion, or his G1 counterpart, because he kind of has like a hole on his chest that kind of looks like, it kind of resembles the tank muzzle on here, or the tank gun, and that's where I think they got the idea for him here. And then to transform catgut into a gun, it's fairly easy. You just want to flip this forward, flip these forward, and then you want to kind of flip these open, and you don't have to flip these open to pull this out. Flip this down, but it's a little bit easier to see what goes on with the head. So you want to flip the head down like that, and then flip it down like that so that the head goes into there. And then you're going to take this and flip this under. So you have that like that. Yeah, that flips down all the way down like that. It flips like that, and then you can then close that back up. And then he has kind of a gun. And that's the best that I've been able to kind of figure out with this thing to make it into a gun. Or else you can have this inside like that, and then it can become like a chainsaw kind of thing. So, but originally catgut became a gun and not a chainsaw, so that's why I put this portion out right here to kind of resemble a gun barrel. I really didn't open the instructions to see if he came with the Arms Micron instructions, but I know that Barricade didn't come with them, so I'm just assuming that they would do the same thing with this figure. So there's Treadshot in his robot mode with his gun. So for real quick, we'll show him off a little bit. We have, I don't know if this was supposed to be orange originally, since this is orange. I'm trying to remember the pictures that I've seen of the G1 figure. I think this is supposed to be orange, but it almost looks like almost a salmon or a peach color now. And then you have your reds and your blacks and your grays, which looks really good with the Warpath mold. So it's not a lot of flashy detail and such. You know, you can see some of his molded in detail, and that's mainly from the original figure. So, but for his articulation, come up here at the head. You can turn the head left and right, and that's about it on that. The turret did turn, so that's why this portion is turning right here. He has a joint here, so he can move the arm forward and back. Then a joint here under the shoulder so that he can move it out. I'll cut right here so he can twist the arm left and right. Then he has an elbow joint, and then he has the wrist. There's no twist on the wrist, but it can move up a little bit just because of transformation. And then you have this big old hole. That's the only thing that I didn't really ever like about this mold, is the big hole that this created. But and then you come to the waist, and there's nothing on the waist, just because of the transformation where this plugs in. Then you come to the hips. Right here, actually, is it a ball joint? Yeah, it's a ball joint. Sorry, I was trying to figure that out. It's a ball joint, so you can move it back, you can move it forward. It's actually pretty tight. There's a cut so that you can move it out, and it only goes out that far. The cut's not very deep in it. Then there's a twist right here at the top of the thigh. Then you have the knee joint, and then there's not really much in here. You can kind of move it down like that because of the transformation, but you can't point the toe down. You can only point it up. So. Well, like I said, Warpath looks really good in black. if you're an old Action Master fan and you wanted a newer, updated version of him, and it doesn't hurt that he's Warpath. He looks really good. I like the colors. I like that he came with his gun also. You know, that's going to kind of do it for this review of Transformers Collectors Club subscription service figure, Treadshot. Check out my other figures, subscribe, follow me on Twitter. This has been Tambiota, and I'll see you next time.